Hello, Active Sage here on the Sage channel, and I have something a little bit different to show you today. It is the Huma-Huma ship. I basically came up with this idea during the latest update to ventilation systems, and the fact that they can open and close doors. And to demonstrate this, I'll just go ahead and switch back to my character, deactivate the link I have with the ship currently, because I have an antenna in there and a remote control block, and fly over to all these machines here. And basically, the idea was that a door would open and close on its own, and it would push and move the ship around. And while I was doing that video to demonstrate that you could have the doors open and closing thanks to vents and basically lock sections of your ship off, I found some of my ship's stations that weren't stations were actually drifting about. And so I started messing about and fiddling with everything, and actually the first thing I built wasn't this weird chamber, and neither was this almost bong-shaped weirdness here. It was this ship right here, which is slightly off proportion, just to move a ship about. Now, unfortunately, I have run into a few dozen snags. This worked in a way. In fact, well, I'll just show you, shall I? Here's a more refined version, and this one's set up so that the doors will open and close whenever it's pressurized. Basically, they open and depressurize the area. Whenever it is depressurized, they close the door. So it's going to be forever pressurizing and depressurizing to move itself along. We have another bit there just to set to pressurize it. Now, to start the whole thing, all I got to do is tell these doors to close. So let's go ahead, access the little panel I have stuck right up here, select the doors, and tell them to close, and away the doors go, slowly closing. Once it closes, of course, it will pressurize, there the lag, and then depressurize itself. Yeah, I bet you weren't expecting that. Oh, I have no idea why it does this. No idea whatsoever. I figured, you know what? I really don't understand it. I have no idea why it does this. I mean, the whole room is pressurized. The doors are symmetrical, so that when the doors open, the air should be escaping from them in, well, a symmetrical fashion straight out the bottom. As I said, the ship's symmetrical, so its center of mass should be right in the middle. So all the ship should have done is gone upwards, assuming those doors are at the bottom of the ship. It would have just gone upwards. So, yeah, I have no idea why it does that. And also, because of its weirdness, I figured let's also experiment around and make some other ones. So I got these here, and to confirm, I'll actually show that these are ships. So we go to here, convert the ship is grayed out because it is a ship. I can even go here and select everything, assign ownership to me, go back to info, convert the ship button, still grayed out because it is indeed a ship. And what we can do here is once again select the doors and tell them to close. And I believe there is the one at the bottom here is the one that's designed to tell it what to do. So the doors here should close and instantly pressurize the room, and they should open back up and depressurize, unless I've shut off the control vent. Have I shut off the control vent like an imbecile? Vent control on, setup actions. Oh good, the groups look like they've lost their, great. So fully pressurized, we want these doors to open, and fully depressurized, we want these doors to close. What? I might have done that backwards. So fully pressurized, we want the doors to open and then close. Okay, cool. So now let's go ahead and open those doors again, shall we? That should have just depressurized, so there we go, and it told it to close again. Yeah, so now you get to see how it's set up, and now you see another kerfuffle of mine. Sure, this place has a fair bit more metal than than that oddity which is floating away now, but I still expected this to move somewhat. Yet, look at it. It's not moving at all. In fact, I'll switch to spectator, that way we don't have the slight head bob or anything. There's slight shadow change on the right as if something might be going on, but look, depressurization, you see the air kind of vent out. It's a little hard to see, but overall the ship's not moving. We can even do a quick test on this. We go into our normal mode and put a chair down on it and stick it right here and hop in it, and you can even see our movement speed is absolute 0. So, yeah, this idea is dead in the water. I figure that it's just because the amount of air pressure venting out of that room is not enough to move the whole ship. And I get the feeling there might be a certain percentage you reach, a certain spot where the amount of weight that it takes to have a metal frame able to hold a room big enough to have oxygen to push something sort of runs into, well, what am I trying to say here? There's a perfect ratio where you have enough metal to hold an oxygen volume, but not so much metal that no matter how big the volume is, it cannot push itself forward. And I guess, you know, with this one here, it didn't make it. In fact, it's the same with, well, not that one, clearly. That's like the magical perfect one that I happened to build first. Or actually, that was, but whatever. The other one's the same thing. It's the same with the bong thing here that I have. Or if I go ahead and set it up, and we theorize that it might be just a small door issue, or one of those large door issues causing the spin or something. But we can go ahead. Once again, it cleared itself when I copied these. What do we want to do? We want to open doors, and then we want it to close doors. There we go, and we'll open this and depressurize. It pushes me away, but you'll notice here that the ship will not start moving upwards as you'd expect. Yeah, it's just sort of sitting there. In fact, it's weird because you see the air come out, but it also looks like it's going to the left and right. Is it moving? It doesn't look like it. So yeah, no dice on that. A lot of little clicks in this too. And you see that thing is still just venting its air and doing its lovely little spins. Theoretically, that might actually continue speeding up too. There's no gyroscope to slow it down. Let's also go ahead and fire the original one just for the heck of it. I figured, because basically the way I built these things is I built this one first, then that one, and then I started building the whole ship. And then I actually spoke to my father, and he said, well, maybe the spinning issue is because of the large doors. So I tried a small door, which didn't move the ship at all, and then I tried that and realized the issue was different than I expected completely. Anyway, let's go ahead and flip this one, shall we? And, bottom doors, well, oh no, we probably have to reset the controls again, don't we? Yes, you little... So yeah, you definitely got to see how I set these doors up 150 million times. Jesus Christ. There we go, close, and then let's go back to this, select doors, and close them. And now it should automatically do its job as well, and I'm suspecting we'll have a spin any moment now. Any moment now, close and pressurize, you fool. Okay, come on. Okay, I've broken something. It's all gone in the pot. Probably. What the heck? Control vent. There we go. Control on. God dang it. So yeah, I've been poking at this for quite some time, actually. And, there you go. That's that. I don't know why it does that. This one, yeah, it just doesn't make any sense to me why it does that. I guess it's because those doors probably depressurize with the air vent, with the air coming out of them, not in a straight line with the door, but at some funky angle, which causes it to spin. Yeah. As I said, though, I had actually built the majority of the puffer ship itself before I went ahead and tested and found those things there, because I figured, you know what, nothing else will have a strange, floaty, flippy, random ship, shall we? Well, let's go ahead and see if that actually works at all. So let's actually go ahead and select all the doors, so underscore doors. I actually have quite a few groups in the ship for lights and everything else, and close them. And the controls should be, yeah, control vent, all turned on. Yes, they all look like they're turned on. They should all still be set. Oh no. Oh, these monstrous world we live in. Give me a moment, please. Open, close. That was on the front one. Yes, okay, cool. So, there we go. That should all be set up. So now, let's actually go ahead and select those doors once again, and just tell them all to open. Hey, it actually worked! I did a test earlier, and it didn't do anything at all. It just sat there. Oh, thank goodness. It might not do at all what the puffer ship was intended to do, but it actually functions. You'll see, actually, if I go ahead and connect to the puffer ship, and select its remote control system, you can see at the bottom there I have all these different buttons to turn on and off the vents. That way, in theory, I could be controlling them. So if I needed to go forward, I'd turn on the control vent at the back and then open its door, and then its door would automatically keep opening, closing, and propelling the ship forward. Now, of course, since it just spins itself like a madman, there was not much point to that. Number 4 doesn't seem to be opening or closing. It's just sitting there. So I've just hit its number 4 button. Let's see if it actually does anything. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Odd. Whatever. Anyway, you get the point. It doesn't work as intended. It's just a random spinning thing in space now. I was originally planning maybe I'd... Oh, it actually slowed itself down because one of the doors apparently gave it a poof of air in the other direction. Why did everything just... What? What's just happened? So, yeah, there you go. That's a puffer ship and its companions. I have no idea on Earth why it just stopped functioning. It's possible that its systems inside have run out of oxygen. You can see I have timer blocks and all sorts of nonsense because I was originally going to be using timer blocks to completely disable a door system, but I figured the manual way of all those buttons I had at the bottom might be the best. No, there's still oxygen in the oxygen tank. Yeah. So yeah, this is a whole world of faulty random nonsense. Random nonsense. I don't really understand any of it, but there you go. That's life. It's quite the mess. Close. Let's see if the automated systems get it spinning again, shall we? I don't know why it stopped. That was very odd. And any second now, we'll pressurize and go spinning again. No. Okay. I give up. Stuff goes wrong so much. Anyways, that's it. I just thought I'd share this random endeavor into oxygen-propelled ships. Didn't go to plan at all. Yeah. Even though this one's somehow now moving. Oh, whatever. Anyways, that's it. Thank you a bunch for watching. I hope you found this somewhat enjoyable to watch. Let's actually do a remote control really quickly. Oh, God. And front door. These should be the back one. It's acting like it. Yeah, now it's going. It's going, and you see how much it opens there and fully depressurizes instantly. Oh, God. It doesn't seem to be slowing itself down, though. Oh, God. Anyway, that's it. Thank you a bunch for watching, and I shall see you guys as soon as I do one more test. Yeah, 1.0 meters per second. It's not changing, really, is it? Yeah, that's it. I'm not saying it again. Bye. God. Oh, God.